a local movement is using fashion to start crucial conversations and spread a powerful, life-saving message across Kansas City.
Yes, joining us today is Foster Huggins, founder of Underwater FlyZone and the Your Life is Worth Living tour, to showcase his inspiring apparel line and share his mission of hope. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited. Long time coming.
Yes, we're excited to have you here. First of all, these look amazing.
I appreciate it.
Talk to us a little bit about the Your Life is Worth Living movement, and why did you start this?
Well, this movement started as a podcast called the Underwater FlyZone podcast. You know, when you look at a pond or a lake, you see the surface of the water, but you can't see everything underneath. Yeah. That's how we are as people too, as well. You know, I had a friend, my best friend back in high school. He passed away, unfortunately, to suicide. And from there, you know, I went through a lot. Went through a lot of healing. Yeah. Got to a point in my life where I had this message and I wanted to do something with it. So I started the podcast called the Underwater FlyZone. Did a merch drop. Never would have thought it would turn into what it is today. Yeah. But, you know, I'm grateful for our community. I know a lot of people are watching right now. I got my Instagram live.
Yes, we're live right now. Go follow it. You'll see the other POV of this interview. YLIWL.tour on Instagram.
Your Life is Worth Living abbreviated, and God is good, man. I'm excited.
Amen, dude. Oh, it's so cool to see how this has grown and exploded just from these little things. Yeah. What's your vision for the future of this movement?
It's reach as many lives as possible. Yes. I put out a public statement yesterday saying I want there to be at least one of these shirts with this message, Your Life is Worth Living, on it. I want one shirt in every school in America. That's my goal.
Listen, that is a huge goal.
I'm telling you,
and I think you're going to accomplish it easy.
I believe it. I believe it, because where we are today, I never would have dreamed of. So I'm going to put that out there, and we're going to make it happen, because there are students struggling in every school building. And statistically speaking, it's more than one. You know what I'm saying? So I want kids to see this message. This is a true culture shift. I want the culture to be shifted and a real difference to be made. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. Can you kind of walk us through some of the different designs that we've got here as well?
Yeah. So I brought our original, most popular shirt. It's the black and white camo with the pink, but this navy's been up there too. This cheetah, oh my goodness. This is live on our website. You can go hit it up, uwfz.store on the website right now. We got a ton of them. That's been our bestseller this year. And then these right here, I didn't tell you guys about this, but we have a huge event coming up this Sunday.
Give us the details.
816 Day, official 816 Day.
There we go.
We got our new shirts. They're kind of new. We brought them back. We did them 2 years ago, and we had to bring them back
for
the one time. You know what I'm saying? And these are fire. They got Your Life is Worth Living 816 on the back, and then on the front got it as well. You know what I'm saying? It's fire. I mean, it's been crazy.
I also love your energy.
Yeah, same
I appreciate it.
Talk to us about some of the memories on this journey. What have been some of the best ones?
Gosh, I did this event in Nebraska, 36 public schools in one space, and I was the headline speaker for it. Public speaking's kind of my route, my vision. My big next step is to do that full time, and we're having our tour start in September, so I'm very excited for that. My vision is to speak at as many schools as possible, you know, and hopefully I get to a point where I have other speakers that I can come in and let them share their stories as well. I want this to just be a movement that truly makes a difference in this world. You know, we can't necessarily stop mental health issues from happening, but we can do our best to make a mark, make a dent in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my goal.
Well, you have amazing goals. We're so excited to see them all the way through. If people want more information about all that you've got going on, what's the best way for them to do that?
If y'all got Instagram, but at the same time, our website, uwfz.store, got a lot on there, and I guess my Facebook page, Foster Huggins Facebook page.
Go to his Facebook, go to his Instagram.
I'm trying to get more tapped in on TikTok, because you know that's the thing. But
it's tough.
I'm just not that. I'm not that techie guy.
We can work on it all together.
Oh, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sharing this too.
Thank you, guys.
Mission, what you're doing in the community, man. You're awesome.
And I will be purchasing this, and I will wear it on the show. Best believe.
There you go.
There you go. It's all yours. You can have it.
Well, thank you.
What is up? Welcome to the Underwater FlyZone podcast. Sitting comfy on the couch.
Oh yeah.
New setup. Foster didn't sleep last night. We're both feeling loopy. This could be a goofy episode, folks.
I did sleep, but it was not for very long. I was in bed at 3 a.m., woke up at 6:30. So that was, and I almost napped, but then my brain doesn't allow me to nap.
I was going to say, you're not a nap guy, so that would have shocked me.
Right when I laid down, my brain just started thinking, I need to email this person and do this and that, and it was just game over. It didn't happen.
The first episode on like a comfy couch might not help. Foster might be nodding off by the end of this.
And our post from yesterday, we were on the news yesterday, as you guys saw in the intro. Our post from yesterday has been going crazy, and it's caused me to be on my phone a lot because I'm trying to keep up with all these comments and whatnot, which grateful for all the comments, but oh my goodness, I've been on my phone so much in the past 12 hours. and that makes my brain even more loopy. So yeah, we'll see what happens today.
I did want to ask you about that. Not obviously, this wasn't your first time on the news. We just talked about it with Chris Madden.
Yeah,
You've been on for Downtown Days, but I feel like this one is kind of a new step. This was really awesome to see. Like, it was really cool to watch. So kind of walk us through. One, was it as spontaneous as the last one or more planned? And then what was it like kind of being on there?
So I saw one of my friends, Isaiah Payne. He owns Coldest Customs. It used to be Coolest Rugs. Now it's Coldest Customs. They make our rugs. By the way, rugs are coming real soon, guys. He's making us 20 more. He was on My KC Live about a year and a half ago. It was like it was April of 25. So about a year and a quarter ago, and I hit him up and I was like, bro, how did you get on there? That is so cool. And he was like, dude, just email this person. So I had the email and I DM'd My KC Live and they said, yeah, email. They told me the same thing, email this person. And I just sat and didn't do it for like a year and a half. But last week on Thursday, I emailed them and they were like, hey, do you want to come on Monday? I was like, yes. Promote this event. We got 816 Day this weekend. Sunday, guys, pop out. It's going to be huge. 816 Day is coming up. I was like, that's perfect timing. Get on My KC Live. 816 Day coming up. Talk about the brand. So it was still a little spontaneous, but it was a long time coming.
Right.
And I finally pulled the trigger, and it was really awesome. It was kind of crazy, walking into the KCTV5 studio, going down this back hallway, seeing like a green room and all that, walking in. They were doing a live segment when I walked in, and I was over there like talking. I'm like, am I supposed to be talking right now? I don't know. It was really cool. And the red on air button like turned off, and I was like, okay, now we're good. But then it turned back on and you're just kind of like, we're live. It was live. I mean, it was real life going, there was no cutting or anything like that. So yeah, it was really cool. And seeing like some of the food segments was crazy because, you see those on TV all the time. They make the food or whatever and then they eat it together. Like that was happening to my right. And then I was just up there and it was a little nerve wracking being live. Cause like right now, if we say something dumb, we can just cut it out. There was no cutting, man. We were live on TV. It was crazy.
Yeah. No, that was really cool. I texted you the Shane. I think it's pronounced Konecki, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
he was from Wichita. I think he went to Wichita State, but I know he got a communication degree and worked there for a little bit before coming to Kansas City a few years ago. And he spoke. We always did a thing called Com Week, where like the School of Communication did a bunch of events, and he spoke at it. And like I feel bad because I don't remember a ton about it, but I remembered enough that when I saw yours, I saw him and I recognized him. I knew who and I remember thinking he was really cool. And so he's been doing that My KC Live for I think 3 years now.
Really?
I think I went and checked. I think he's been doing it the last 3 years, but that was also just kind of cool to see. But yeah, seeing it on the news was awesome. I think you did really well.
I appreciate it.
I do like the nerve of being live. I could see having get to you, but you really didn't stumble at all either.
I didn't, but I did say, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times. I don't know if you caught that.
You also said fire. You were like, this stuff's fire. I think that was the one. You said some descriptive word a bunch.
Yeah.
And I thought she was about to say something because after like the fifth time in like 14 words, you're like, yeah, so you went to hang. I don't know if it's the A16 or the cheetah print. You're like, yeah, so these are pretty fire.
I didn't notice that
and
one.
she was like, you know what I love? And I thought she was going to say that you were describing all of your stuff as fire.
She said,
which is probably
your
more
energy. I love your energy.
Yes,
I was
was going to that one.
Well, we'll go with that.
Which is, I like that it came across because it is genuine. You're like, you got 3.5 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And even though like, I know that you're tired and loopy, I still feel like your energy, especially when you talk about the brand and stuff you care about, it still always comes across. So I'm glad that it did to them as well. And her saying something, I think probably makes it even more so come across to people watching that might not know you too.
It was kind of funny because over the weekend, I didn't even tell my parents I was doing that till Sunday. I just forgot about it. I was like, oh, by the way, I'll be on the news tomorrow. They're like, what? And like, I wasn't nervous or anything. I just was kind of like, okay, this is happening. It's just another thing. Like, we've done a lot of crazy stuff lately. It's just another crazy thing we're doing. But whenever they said it was my turn to go up, I got some nerves. I'm not going to lie. And I mean, I saw it in myself. I was like, wow, I don't really get that nervous. I always get a little nervous just because I care so much, but never to the point where it affects my performance. But from my perspective, I thought I looked really nervous, but everyone's telling me it was great. And, if I want to not be hard on myself, I think it was pretty good.
I think you did well. I think it not only represented the brand well, but like you spoke well. You did. it was really, really cool to
That's
see.
the most important part. Representing the brand well and getting the message out.
Yeah,
So
like
as long as
you
that
did
happened.
you did what you were supposed to do.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll start. I'm going to do the comments of the week this week. A little bit of a teaser. So this is Carson's second comment of the week in a row. The reason I'm choosing Carson Huggins is if you're a fan of Carson, next week's episode is just going to be me and Carson. Foster's not going to be on it.
I won't be here.
So
next
all
week.
of you people here that are here for Foster because he has been the brand, next week's not for you. It's two random people are going to be on it. No, I guess not random. But
Next week I will be at the tag kickoff event. Any high schoolers in the Kansas City area pull up. It's going to be awesome.
yeah. So his comment of the week. So last week we drafted merch, right?
Yeah.
He said the fact no one said Empower Your Mind hoodie, red refuse to be enemies, or the embroidered sweatshirts. Man, ... I think the draft was a tie. Which, by the way, my actual response in there was that I took both of McKenna's picks.
Yeah.
That I feel like that means we can't have lost. I still will
Yeah.
stick to that. When both times I picked something, McKenna went, oh,
That's true. That's true.
That's
now,
good drafting.
Now, granted, one of them was a 1 of 12 that no one knows exists.
which I didn't know was a 1 of 12
Yeah,
when I
yeah,
drafted it, but
I'm bringing it back, though, just because of that conversation.
Good.
I'm ordering like 50 of them.
good.
So,
I might order a second one. I probably won't.
yeah, no. It
Um,
looks cooler when it gets faded anyways.
But I like that. I wanted to pick Carson. One, he was interacting with the stuff, and I want to incentivize you, not just to comment, but to interact with what we're saying. And
Yeah.
as a segue to talk about the fact that it was going to be me and him on next week's
Definitely.
episode.
Now, Carson's comment there is kind of crazy to put Empower Your Mind.
First, the one that is like known as the conversation about the drop that didn't do well.
Yeah.
I forgot there was a hoodie.
That was like my first time ever experiencing failure with the brand, and I was down bad, and he said that should have been on
And-
the top 5 list.
and
Are you kidding me, bro?
And the hoodie, which isn't even talked about because it was such a non-fact. Like you
Yeah.
talk about that the shirt didn't do well, and then a hoodie was supposed to. I forgot there was a hoodie.
Now, he
until
did
said that.
say the embroidered hoodies, which that is a great pull. That
Which
is
one
one
were
of the best
those?
of all time. They were,
I think I just am not thinking of them as being
it was,
called them.
so you were still at college, and I was just out of college for a year, and I was a teacher at the time we put those out. It was a really low-key drop, but it was so fire. It had a little tiny oval UWFZ logo.
Oh, I had a purple one of that.
That was the puff print one.
Oh, okay, because
So,
that had the little embroidery.
Then I put out these ones. It was just the standard Your Life is Worth Living on the back, but it had a little embroidered
Okay.
logo. It was a red ring with white letters, and dude, they were fire. They looked like some vintage Nike.
I do think I know the one you're talking about now that you
Yeah,
said it, but I did not get it. I've only had 2 of your hoodies, the purple and then the camo.
That's crazy. No way.
They were expensive.
Yeah, no,
But they
but
are
that-
really, they are.
But I would have thought you had I would have thought you had more than that.
No, not for hoodies.
Yeah. I mean, they are expensive. I'm not gonna. Yeah, that is
Did I
true.
get did you have a brown hoodie at one point?
Yeah.
I might have gotten that.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's our game for this week. You do you know what Mount Rushmore is?
Yes, like top 4 or something.
Yeah,
pretty
so we're
much.
gonna make because here's what I like about Mount Rushmore is it's not necessarily the best 4, but it is the best 4 to represent that thing,
Yeah.
which I feel like is a different conversation.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
if you do the Mount Rushmore of this is not on here, so I'm gonna say it. Athletes,
Yeah.
that is not, or let's say football players. That's not necessarily going to be the best 4 football players because like you got to throw in a defensive player or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I like that. So I've got a few categories, and we're gonna collaboratively
Okay, I was
create
gonna
this.
say.
We're gonna do this together. It's not we do a lot of competitions. This
Yeah.
is together.
But
The first one is still in the sports. We're gonna do American sports franchises. So
Okay.
so the ones that represent American sports the best.
okay. Ooh, that's a tough one.
So I feel like we have to have one basketball, one football, one baseball.
Yes.
I don't think the 4th necessarily has to be soccer or hockey.
No.
I'm not saying it can't be.
I think it's got to be 2 NFL teams.
See, I think it's got to be 2 NFL or 2 NBA.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think baseball.
Baseball is nah.
I
And-
think there's a clear one baseball team to have on there.
Yeah, I do too.
Yankees.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yankees.
Yankees
We'll
are
put
on
Yankees
there.
on there for
And this
sure.
is not in order. This is
Yeah,
just
yeah,
before.
just-
I think Yankees got to be on there.
Yeah, I think the Dallas Cowboys have to be on there as well, even though they are kind of hated.
I think the Cowboys are probably the one.
Yeah.
I almost said the Patriots, and then I also think the Chiefs in a way, but I'm going Cowboys.
I think if after Cowboys, it would go Patriots or Steelers, because Steelers are tied for the Steelers and Patriots both have 6 rings.
That's true, but I just feel like Steelers don't have that clout about them.
I think they do more than the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs do. I'm not even saying like right now. I mean,
we're
overall.
biased. I'm biased.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think right now they do. If we were doing a current, I think the Chiefs are in consideration, but over a lifespan.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Cowboys, Yankees. Who do you think for basketball? Do you think Lakers or Celtics?
I was going to say Lakers first that comes to mind.
I think Lakers because the Celtics have one more ring, but they won 11 of them in like a 13-year span in the 60s.
Yeah.
Whereas the Lakers have been consistently great.
Celtics or Bulls?
Celtics.
Yeah, I mean the Bulls have been so irrelevant.
The Bulls have had a 10-year span when they had Jordan and won all of them.
Yeah.
This is I have a tier ranking of all the NBA teams, so we don't need to get to that. But I feel very strongly about the order of NBA franchises.
Okay, so you're saying
I would say Lakers
and Celtics are top 2.
If we do a second, I think basketball could get a second because not only are Lakers Celtics won 17 and 18 rings, they're heated like a huge rivalry.
Yeah.
They brought the NBA into popularity with Bird and Magic.
Yeah.
So if we did 2 basketball, I would say them.
So we're saying Lakers though.
I would say Lakers,
I
Yankees,
think that's a great
Cowboys.
first 3. So we got Yankees, Cowboys, Lakers, and then we just got to choose. For number 2 in the NFL, are we saying Patriots?
Yeah, but that doesn't feel Mount
no,
Rushmore.
cut that out. No Patriots. I don't
Patriots,
like that.
Steelers, neither feel it enough.
Steelers don't have that clout.
No.
The Chiefs
have
that clout if you're in Kansas City.
Putting bias aside.
Yeah, putting bias aside.
we could do hockey or soccer, but I
was
don't know
thinking LA Dodgers for baseball, but I don't think that's more legendary than the Celtics.
I was say I don't know the history good enough to know because I think Celtics might be.
I'm saying Celtics.
I think
number 4.
I think it's Celtics, Lakers.
Comment
Yankees,
if we're
Cowboys.
forgetting one. If we're forgetting one, comment. If we should have said Indiana Fever or something.
And I do feel like I have a pretty broad understanding of American sports.
Yeah.
But I don't think that there is a hockey or soccer team that is integral to like the makeup of American sports.
I can't think of any soccer team besides Sporting Kansas City, and they're horrible.
Because it is not the high. I think soccer is not close to consideration because the American franchises are not the highest level in the world. That's European. I think NHL is the highest level of hockey.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's a franchise that sticks out in my head as bigger than the Celtics is to American sports.
Toronto Blue Jays. I'm kidding. That was a joke. Don't blame me in the comments.
Because it's not an American sports franchise. I'm going Raptors. I'm going Blue Jays.
Yeah.
I like that 4 though. Next one.
I like that one too.
This one's going to be interesting.
Okay.
Mount Rushmore of musicians.
Ooh, that is a tough one because what the heck do you even say?
So I've got 2 names.
I got 2 as well.
That feel non-negotiable.
Yeah, I do too.
Who are yours?
Elvis.
Yeah.
And Michael Jackson.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
I think they are non-negotiable.
Yes.
I also think that I feel like you have to have at least one female artist on there.
Yeah, but time out. Are we saying American?
No.
Okay. Continue.
I think just musicians.
Okay.
Somewhat modern era. Like 20th century, like no Beethoven, but like
no Beethoven.
Generally modern.
Yeah.
Who are some of the females you think? The first name that comes to mind for me is Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Or Aretha Franklin.
First that came to my mind was Taylor Swift.
I think Taylor Swift is a good call.
Like, are we really gonna say that Whitney Houston's? No, it's Taylor Swift.
What if we did Taylor and Whitney? Like, who's a fourth over? I think Taylor Swift is a better third.
Yeah. I think Taylor Swift's got to be on there. But what about like Bob Marley? Is Bob Marley over Whitney? Like, what about?
I think Whitney Houston is.
What about Drake? Drake should be on that top 4.
So here's where I
what about
have a hard
Kanye,
time.
bro? Kanye's got to be on there.
I think you could have a rapper on there. I don't think you can have multiple.
Yeah, I agree.
And I worry that is less of a widespread.
Yeah.
But Drake is pretty big. I think would it be Drake if it's rappers? I guess we can start there. Would it be Drake or would it be Snoop or Eminem?
Snoop
or Dr.
is
Dre or 50 Cent.
Are we talking about music or are we talking about personal brand?
Musicians.
Okay,
yes. So it can be not just the performing side of it, but not like the work he does outside of it.
Because Snoop is like that guy when it comes to the Olympics and just,
not that, but like someone who is like someone I wouldn't put them there, but like Ed Sheeran. Yeah. Not only is he a great performer, he has written a ton of like great songs for other people, like Justin Bieber songs and things like that. That part would count for someone.
If we look at streams, Drake is that guy.
I think Drake might be the fourth, but I also think that that's going to be an opinion that a lot of people disagree with.
Yeah. Okay.
But I like Elvis, MJ, Taylor Swift, Drake.
Elvis, MJ for sure. Taylor Swift. You have to put Taylor Swift.
I think like the fact that there's a conversation, is she more famous than Michael Jackson? I don't agree with it, but the fact that that's a conversation,
exactly.
That's a good call.
And then we're saying Drake number 4.
I don't have a name that I. Like that doesn't feel right, but I can't think of someone.
I can't put Whitney Houston over Drake, honestly.
I think you're sleeping on Whitney.
I just don't really know her music, but I'm talking like numbers wise. Like
also unrelated. I think it's really impressive that Janet Jackson is as popular of a name as Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
For the fact that her brother was Michael, but you can say Janet Jackson and like that's because everyone else in that family is known as being part of the Jackson 5 or Michael Jackson's sibling.
Yeah.
But she was famous and talented enough to be Janet Jackson.
That is a good
unrelated,
point.
but that is really, really impressive to me.
Yeah, that's fire.
All right, the last one before we get into the main topic. Don't worry, it'll be quick. Colors.
Oh,
we're gonna do.
I got one that's got to be on there. Powder blue. Right there.
Specifically powder blue?
Yes.
This is just colors of the world.
Oh.
This is just colors.
Pink 806C. That's that pink right there.
Pound FF607. That's the hex code
we start dropping Pantone colors?
That's the hex code for Icon Orange.
No way.
Yeah. FF607.
Oh, wait. Colors. Okay, blue and pink have to be on there.
You think pink does?
Well, yeah. When a baby's born, it's either blue or pink.
Because I was thinking red and blue had to be. But then red and pink is almost too close.
I deal with a lot of colors over here. I mean, absolutely. I sell a lot of colors. Pink is our best seller.
That's a good class on color theory. I think pink's a good call, though. No, I think that's good. Pink, but then I don't think you can do pink and red.
Are we doing right now or are we doing all time? Because right now teal is going crazy.
I think it's just like colors.
Like literally, this would be mine.
We're not doing best selling colors.
I'm just saying, bro.
Okay, we'll go pink. I think like that blue.
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
the kind, not navy blue, but like that's
just
blue.
Like true blue.
That's blue.
Blue, yeah,
that's blue.
Royal blue.
Blue,
pink.
I think this pink, like a hot pink.
Yeah, pink 806C.
I think. You think yellow? If we're just like representing, if Mount Rushmore represents colors.
Oh, then yeah, maybe. I mean, there's a yellow pillow right there. By the way, we need new pillows. If anyone wants to make a custom underwater FlyZone pillow, that'd be sick.
That'd actually be dope.
Gosh, I don't know, man. That's a weird question.
I know.
Colors, there's so many colors. Like forest green.
No, there can't be green on the list.
Come on, Bearcats.
I think if you were going with the colors of the rainbow and asking people to rank them, green would average the lowest score.
I would agree.
I think that would be people's least favorite the most often.
Okay, well then let's
I think
this.
It's a good color.
I think we have to do the primary.
Which would be red, blue.
Red, blue, yellow, and then we have the pink. I think that would be the Mount Rushmore of colors. That'd be a very safe Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I think that's a good call.
I mean, unless we want to throw black in there. Black is everybody loves black.
Well, if you're throwing that, I think you have to have black and white, and then you've only got 2 other slots, and then.
So I say we just leave it primary plus pink.
Okay,
I like that.
That's cool with me.
Yeah, drop your answers in the comments. What's your Mount Rushmore? Is yours better than ours? Are we sleeping on somebody?
American sports franchise, musicians, colors. I can tell I'm getting comfy in this couch.
Yeah, I'm getting too comfy.
Into it.
Yeah,
I'm sinking into it.
I think I like the couch, but we're working on it, guys. We're still. This is like number 7, I think, or 8. But we're under 10. We're under 10.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It'll take us a while before we probably settle. Like even if we stay here, you talked about might add a rack, might get custom pillows.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
But it's fun.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
We want to switch the camera?
We can swap out the camera and get to the topic.
After looking at the camera, I'm starting to like the couch more. It looks pretty good.
I'm personally currently a fan. Might have to wear slightly longer shorts.
This couch is beaten in, man. This was Macy's parents' couch for like a long time, and then they gave it to us at the apartment, and then now it's here.
It's comfy. Like it doesn't feel beat in. It feels like broken in, if that makes
And
sense.
and I like that.
Yeah, like
I don't like a brand
this,
new.
This feels. It doesn't feel stiff like a new one, but it also doesn't feel like it's like, oh, I should get rid of this.
Yeah.
It just
no.
feels like it's got cushion to it.
Now there is some duct tape under these cushions on some of this, so you would never
I won't
know.
look.
Yeah, literally.
Anyway, our main topic of the podcast, and I want that. That's staying in. That's
What?
in, that conversation's in the episode.
Oh yeah, no, it's okay. If y'all ever come over and take my cushions off, you might see some duct tape. But hey, it's all good.
If that happens. Main topic of this episode.
Why would that ever happen? Okay, let's get it.
We're gonna talk about music.
Okay,
The reason-
let's go.
The
dude.
reason, so we did the musicians. That was partially a warm up. I don't know if I might have you start guessing the topic before we do it, because I feel like a lot of the times I kind of tease it a little bit with the game,
Yeah,
like
that's fair.
to an extent.
Yeah.
Not always, but like there we
Yeah.
did music. We talked about musicians as like
Yeah.
one of it, and sometimes the categories are, or when we talked about like growing up at the same place, one of the blind rankings was restaurants.
Yeah.
Around, or like place around here. But the reason I did it is I just went to a Noah Khan concert.
Okay, who is that? Okay, I'm also, if we talk about music, I will tell you in the last 2 years, I am out of touch.
So actually I was talking to McKenna this weekend, Sunday, I think, about what I should do. I like to bounce ideas off her when I don't. Sometimes I'm like, I can't wait to do this episode, and I'm
Yeah.
going to do it next.
Yeah.
For other times, I'm like, oh, which one of these should I choose? Because I got my list.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, you should talk about music. We just went to a concert last night.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think Foster's a big like music guy. And where you are is like you have what you like and you stick with it.
Yeah.
But then I realized I really wanted to talk about this concert.
Yeah, okay, let's hear about
it.
First of all, tell me about this guy. And if you're watching and you were driving and you almost swerved off the road after you heard me say I don't know who Noah Khan is, I'm sorry, man. In the last 2 years, all I listen to is really Christian music for the most part. But I was just talking to, I think I was talking to Macy or Carson, somebody I was talking to about if there was a ranking of who knew the most songs, memorized every single word in the whole world, I think I know more songs, every single word to the song than anybody. I know so many songs, dude.
I don't believe
Dude,
that.
I could pull like, because I'm versatile. I know like reggae music. I know rap. I know country.
I'm not saying you don't know a lot.
Yes, but anything recent, no. But anything from like 2010 to 2024, dude.
I guarantee people have more than a 14-year catalog of music that they know.
Okay, if we did just people that I've talked to in my life, like let's shorten it, not like some super genius.
It just went from 8 billion
let's
to
narrow it down to
20,000.
Yeah, let's narrow it down to 20,000.
Okay, sure.
I'm in the top 1%.
Top 1% of people you've met. Sure, I'll give you that.
Okay, I'll take it.
Number 1 of everyone on Earth, I was not rocking with.
Okay, that's fair.
That's what where I had the
fair.
issue.
The point was I know a lot of songs, guys.
See, that I believe. So Noah Khan, I don't remember when his first album came out, but his big breakout album was Stick Season. Came out, I think, late 2020, early 2021. I know he wrote it during COVID because the song Stick Season, that album was named after, like references. At one line is Doc told me to travel, but there's COVID on the plane. And he's talking about being stuck at home and that kind of stuff. Yeah. But he's a folk music, which is, I think is kind of, at this point, kind of like a modern country. Because it's like very acoustic sounding, but a little more singing and emotional and a little less like, I mean, it tells a story, but country singers sing, but it's a little talk-ish, sing-ish.
For sure.
But the folk, so it's like him, Mumford & Sons is kind of folk, Hosier.
Yeah.
Do you know either of those?
I know Mumford & Sons.
They've been around for, I think, 19 years. We looked up this weekend. So that makes sense. They were in your 14-year range.
Lumineers.
Also good. There was a chance we were hoping they came on stage because they didn't. But cool. So it's kind of folk music, and me and McKenna are huge fans. His song Forever, we did a private last dance to that. Him and Ed Sheeran are like our two people, which we'll probably end up talking about. But his concert, he sells out stadiums, like so packed. We were at Coors Field in Denver. You walk in, they give you a little wristband that's got like a light on it, and it lights up throughout the show for stuff. So the joke is that we're all his little lightning bugs, but some parts it's just like flashes. So there would be like, let's say a rhythm of 4, and you light up for 1 or 2 of them. So then there's spots and it's not GPS, so it's random. But then there's one song called Dial Drunk and he like fake gets arrested on stage and put in there. And that makes it sound way worse. But he's talking about he made a mistake and got pulled over for drunk driving, and he called this girl and she didn't answer. I don't know if it's a real story or not.
Yeah.
But our wristbands started flashing red and blue during that.
Oh, no
one
way.
part it's talking about fireflies, and they were lighting up kind of an orangish green and like looked like lightning bugs. It was so cool. The production was awesome. He had like a little, I think they call it a B stage when you go from like the main one to the middle.
Yeah.
Performed a few there that were like a little more intimate. He had one of his big songs on his last album that came out earlier this year is called Porch Light. So I think that's the reference, but it looked like a front porch.
Yeah.
But at one point the roof part came down and he climbed up and sang from the roof. And it was really cool.
That's
and,
pretty sick.
And like, it's a very like McKenna cried like 4 or 5 times. I teared up at a couple songs. Like watching it live, he is an incredible performer. He's got a great voice. His music, like you can really connect to the story of it. And it was a packed crowd, which really helps the energy. And I feel like pretty much every song he did or could stop singing for a minute and you would not have been able to tell because everyone is singing so loudly.
Oh, wow.
Like he's very popular. I recommend, like he's really, really exploded the last few years.
I'll have to tap in. I'll have to listen to some
very,
stuff.
very good.
That's cool.
So have you ever been to a concert?
I've been to one concert, and this one concert was Trippie Redd. I went to a Trippie Redd concert, and it was with Carson and Connor. And we were up on, it was at Midland Theater or something.
Okay.
And we were up on the thing, and it was just bouncing, dude. Up on the second level, because there's like the pit down low.
Yeah.
We were on the first row on the second level, and dude, it was literally like going up and down. I was like, are we about to die up here? Like, it was cool though. I mean, I had a good time. I don't know though. I'm not a huge concert guy. Going to church is somewhat like a concert these days at Abundant Life, because all my favorite music's Christian music. They're singing the same music that I listen to, and it's a great production, great performance. Really, it's just amazing. Like the worship is really amazing up there. So it feels like I've been to concerts, but I've really only been officially to one. So not a big concert guy, I guess.
Yeah, I have grown to appreciate them more.
Yeah.
So I went to Christian Jam when I was like 13 with the Baileys and the Pattersons.
Nice.
And that was like a rock Christian concert. And I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
But it was really cool. Then I didn't go to one till I think it was 17 or 18. It was junior or senior year. Went to Ed Sheeran at Arrowhead with McKenna and her family. Loved Ed Sheeran. Oh, no, she brought me to a Halsey concert before that.
Oh, that's cool.
Who I knew a few of her songs, and she was fine.
Yeah.
But I did not know enough to like enjoy it that much.
Yeah.
Especially at that age, I feel like I didn't know how to have fun.
That does make sense.
But then we went to Ed Sheeran. That was great. Let's see. I'm gonna keep count because I knew how many I've gone to. We went to another Ed Sheeran a few years ago. That one was even better.
So you're a big Ed Sheeran guy.
Huge.
Okay.
Like he's probably him, Noah Kahan, Bruno Mars, top 3 artists.
Okay.
I would love to go to a Bruno Mars concert, but he only does them in Vegas, and they're uber expensive.
Yeah.
But he was my number one on Spotify for like 3 or 4 years.
Really?
Another person I'll probably talk about later. But love Ed Sheeran. He was great. Then last year we went to a Mumford & Sons concert outside. I thought going in I was going to know 3 of their songs.
Yeah.
I ended up knowing 5, but that's because one of them, I didn't know the lead singer, Marcus Mumford, was in another band that made the song Kansas City. It was like the Basement Tapes or something.
Yeah.
I don't know he was a part of that band. So I sang that, and then there was another one I didn't know. And it was raining. And I'm going to a band I didn't think I knew much about.
Yeah.
Telling McKenna, was like, so how much rain means we like leave? And she was like, if it's not threatening our life, we're going.
Yeah.
And I was like, ugh. It made the concert so much better.
Really?
So cool. Their big song, one of their big emotional songs, White Blank Page, pouring rain. It felt like the rain was like timed with the music.
Yeah.
An incredible concert. Then like a month ago, we went to a concert at Starlight to Rainbow Kitten Surprise. It is not at all the type of band that sounds like. That sounds like a child's band.
I was about to say, what is
I only
that?
went because she was going to go with her friend Laura, but when they went to buy tickets, Starlight doesn't let you leave one seat on its own. And everywhere they could buy it, there were only groups of 3.
Oh, yeah.
So they had to buy 3. So I was like, sure, I'll go. Regretted it because I got up at 4 a.m. That concert went till 11.
Oh,
so it's just a long day.
Yeah,
that's
that
why
is a
their
long
music
day.
was fine. Like I didn't dislike the music. And then Noah Khan, which let me call it, might be life changing.
Really?
That one was by far the best one I've been to. That and and the second Ed Sheeran and the Mumford and Sons were all incredible.
Yeah. I feel like you have the music taste, like one of the few music tastes that I don't really tap into a lot, which I like it though. I mean, because
I'll be honest, this isn't even covering how much musical theater I listen to,
yeah.
which is
yes.
more than anything else.
Really? Okay, so yeah, we have different music tastes, but I appreciate all that. Like I actually feel like I'd probably like it, you know.
It's fun.
Yeah.
So I guess I know you've only been to one, but I have two questions about concerts.
Okay.
One, what do you think makes a concert like good? Like what would have to happen?
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, if this happens, it's good. And then what would be your dream concert to go?
So,
venue and artist.
Here's the deal, bro. I've only been to one concert, but I would almost say study concert videos from Juice WRLD, X back in the day, like Lil Peep even, you know, which I have a whole opinion on that music now. I just can't listen to that stuff anymore. It's just...
I was going to bring that up.
It's just dark, dude. It's just like it does something to you. You know what I'm saying? It gives you this weird vibration of not positivity. Pretty much the opposite, you know? So I don't really tap into it much. That being said, I've watched so many concert videos of them that I feel like I've seen, you know, hundreds of their concerts. Yeah. And dude, X had some crazy energy. He would climb up on the second balcony and jump off into people, like risk his life type stuff. And dude, back in the day, if I was going to a concert, that's what I would want.
So
like,
so is it just energy?
Just
like some sort of like...
Now let's break it down for the people, bro. You've been to a couple of my concerts, so you forgot to mention those. And I will go there. We used to have concerts in my garage because I do have a song out there. I'm not going to tell you the name of it, but my rapper name was Lil Foss. If you could find it with that information, you go find it. But we used to pull out a ladder in my parents' garage, sing the song, and I do a front flip stage dive into all the boys were down there. It was crazy, dude. And that was like what I see as a concert. So like the intimate singing and whatnot, I think that'd be fire these days. But like when I think of a concert, I mean, that was cool hearing you explain that because I'm just sitting over here thinking, wow, that's not really what I even envision a concert being. I envision front flip, risk your life, throwing water, mosh pit.
Because also the type of artist it would take to have it be good the way Noah Khan's was requires you to be big enough to have, I don't know, 25,000 people there.
Yeah.
Probably. Like that size and that energy you can't do with less than that.
Well, and you also have to be a good musician and like actually a good singer. A lot of the people that I would have gone to a concert for were not really that good of singers. They just had really good producers.
So for you, it's energy.
Yeah, it was just you know me, bro.
Yeah.
You know I got.
So what would be
like,
your?
If you really knew me, if you really like knew me in high school, even in college, you know it's like I'm pretty high energy.
What would be your dream concert then?
These days, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what I would say to that these days. But, like, back in the day, I would have given anything to go to an X concert. Juice WRLD.
I want to know now. We get those guys.
Yeah. I would have loved to go to those back in the day. But now,
Foster today.
I don't even know. Like, I feel like I go to my dream concert every week at church. Like, that's genuinely, I don't know, man. Like, when I listen to Christian music, I don't necessarily listen to it because it's the best music in the world or anything, but the way it makes me feel peace, focused. You know, I'm not worrying. I'm not hearing a random line about wrecking your car and doing drugs and stuff I don't partake in. Like, I just listen to it because it's almost like going to the gas station. Like, I listen to the music and it fills me up. Yeah. You know, so any Christian concert I would go to, in anything like that. I would even go to something like you were just saying.
The Christian Jam?
No.
Or like Noah Khan's?
That guy, yes. Okay. Yes. I would probably love to go to that.
Like, even without knowing the music, it would be cool.
Oh.
Because there were a couple of his older songs I didn't know, and I still like them.
Now, that being said, if I got to go see Kanye West, I saw he just performed or something out in Vegas or something. You know, the big sphere? I would go to that.
Doesn't he perform like on the bubble?
Yes.
Is that in the sphere or is he just on a sphere?
I don't know what he's doing, but whatever was going on, I was like...
He's an interesting fellow.
I would go to that 10 times out of 10.
I think my dream concert would be... honestly, I'd probably say another Noah Kahan, but Ed Sheeran comes out for a few songs and Bruno Mars does a couple songs. Like, literally just give me my 3. I think Ed Sheeran fits the vibe of Noah Kahan's better. So maybe not throw in Bruno because it's very different. But like Ed Sheeran can come out and just sing 2 of Noah Kahan's songs and it would sound great. Bruno probably could sing and sound good, but it's not really like a big dancey concert, which is also like the performance of Bruno Mars is what makes him good.
Yeah.
But so what is? Yeah, probably those. Do you use Spotify or Apple Wrapped? Or Spotify or Apple Music? So what has been on your Spotify Wrapped?
Dude, it's like a bunch of Christian artists that I don't even know that like, I don't even like Elevation Worship and what's really weird though and all right, we're 37 minutes. I'll tell you guys one that always pops up every year. It's not going to pop up this year because I am officially clean from this, but it's kind of crazy being the owner of this brand. You know the group Suicide Boys? Mm-hmm. Dude, even last year, they were number 2.
That is crazy.
Like, it's like my relapse. Like, if Maisie hears me listen to Suicide Boys, she's like, no, you are not doing this again.
That's probably
because if I hear one song, I go into this loophole of like 3-week bender of listening to Suicide Boys. It's like crazy. It's funny when I go speak at churches, you know, a lot of people's testimonies are, I went through this hard thing, I fell into drugs and this and that. I can't say that because it's not true, but what I fell into was this music. Like that, like...
You were big into it.
Yeah, I was very big. I know every word to like every Lil Peep song, every X song, every Juice WRLD song, every Suicide Boys song, every Trippie Redd song, every like depressing artist. I know more songs than you, I promise. If you think you're a fanboy, you're not. I know their Spotify,
this podcast is named
SoundCloud.
After Trippie Redd.
This podcast is named after a Trippie Redd song. I'm telling you guys, like,
crazy.
Like it was bad. So like, I'm going to speak at a church August 26th. I need to make the video after this episode to promote it, and I'm gonna be talking about how I went through, you know, a hard time in my life and found healing through depressing music, and it was like it felt comforting, but it wasn't actually taking any steps forward from it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my weird relationship with music. Is I know all these songs, I love them, but I hate them at the same time.
They mean something, but they can't be what you listen to and lean on now.
Yeah. So basically this year, I don't even know what mine's about to look like this year, but Suicide Boys will not be on it. I have been very intentional about cutting that out.
I think Jack Wolf is going to be my number 1. He's a Broadway actor. And I've just listened to a lot of music that has him. Mine's going to be almost entirely musicals, and probably musicals and Noah Kahan this year. It's going to be bad. Bruno Mars, I can't remember if it was last year or 2 years ago, was the first time he wasn't my number 1 artist. He had been for like 3 or 4 straight years. Like I was obsessed with Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
And I still really, really like him. He's
I like great. That beautiful girls all over the world. That's my favorite Bruno Mars song.
I'm pretty sure that's Sean Kingston.
No, it's not. He's like, they got nothing on you, baby. It's Bruno Mars. I promise you, bro. I promise you. How do I know this? I'm going to prove him wrong. Live on camera.
Okay.
You're thinking of... That's a different song. So that song's by Sean Kingston.
Yeah.
The other song is, I don't know the name of it, but it's...
Oh, Nothing on You. That's because it's by B.O.B. and Bruno Mars just has a chorus in it.
But Bruno Mars was singing the words that I was just saying.
I now see what you mean.
Yeah. B.O.B. I'm telling you, I know my music, bro. Like,
yeah, no, that's kind of fire.
I don't know.
I don't realize I know as many lyrics as I do. Like, I don't think I know a song until it plays, and then I go bar for bar, word for word.
Yeah.
Although I didn't know part of the words from my favorite song right now is Temperature by Sean Paul. I didn't.
That's been your favorite song
for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
There was one part where I would go, started in a bapa, you can be a ba, and McKenna 2 or 3 weeks ago taught me the words.
Really?
Yeah. It's, I'm gonna be the papa, you can be the mom. I hope this doesn't get copyright strike. No.
Yeah, because you sound so much like
him. Because I sound just like Sean Paul.
You do sound a lot like him.
That can't, because even that sounds good.
Do you ever not understand what an artist is saying, so you go read the lyrics, and then it makes you not like the song anymore? Or does that ever happen and it does the opposite?
I'm not a lyrics guy.
Oh, really?
So that's another reason I don't realize I know the lyrics, because it's like back of mind. like I hear the sounds and I put them together. McKenna's a big lyrics person. The lyrics are why she likes music.
That's me a lot of the time.
I'm
too.
a vibes guy. Like I love the vibes when temperature turns on.
That's fair. I guess it depends on the setting.
Every song like that is for me.
Okay.
Like even the ones where I do know and I like the words, I will always be music and emotion and that side of things first.
Yeah.
So I rarely look up the words to a song. And if I'm doing that, it's not going to change my opinion that strongly.
2 songs for me that the words really matter is 10,000 Hours by Macklemore. I will still listen to that to this day. But it's one of those songs where if it comes on at a party, I don't want to hear it. And then Scars to You're Beautiful. You know what that song is?
I don't think so. Not by name.
It's just this song that would always play at Walmart when I worked there. And I remembered every time it would come on, I'd think back to like some good times at Walmart. I loved working at Walmart, by the way. And then when I went and taught PE, that song was kind of perfect for elementary kids. So I would play it 6 times a day, every single day. And dude, I love it. I listen to it like every day. It's like my walkout song if I have a speaker or if someone asks me when I'm coming to speak, do you want a walkout song? I tell them Scars to You're Beautiful. Or if I just bring my own speaker, I'm just like, I'm going to play that.
Nice.
Yeah, but there's this quote or this lyric in 10,000 Hours. It says, the greats weren't great because at birth they could paint. The greats were great because they paint a lot. And I'm like, that is so true, bro. Because I think about that with this. I couldn't do this when I was just born. I had to really do it a lot and get better at it. It's just those lyrics, those like motivating lyrics. I like a lot of motivational rap these days. I will listen to that sometimes. But
you want to reset the camera one last time?
Yes.
So, one other thing I wanted to talk about was how music can kind of connect to memories.
Oh,
like that is I think a big reason people appeal is the emotional side of music. Like
Yes.
that is what makes it an incredibly unique form of communication and understanding. Is like you don't get the emotion that you can get out of music through a podcast or honestly TV or movie. Like it just can't as easily because it's just something about the sound of it. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like you can attach a lot of music to memories. So like a song can remind you of childhood. I have songs that remind me of specific people. I have songs that I'm like, if I listen to this, I'm going to be in blank mood.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a song for you.
Yeah, I think you know
it's
it.
Congratulations by Post Malone.
When Congratulations comes on, I can't listen to it. I will not listen to it.
So I rarely do.
But when I will listen to it when I'm with a couple select people, and this dude's one of them because when it comes on, you got the ad libs.
There is one chorus for like 45 seconds. Right now I cannot tell you what they are. I guarantee if that song came on, I would nail it.
Yeah, 100%.
There's like a 45-second bit where I would always do the ad libs and Foster would sing all the words. It was very fun.
It was.
So I very much associate it, especially when we rode together for tennis. Is where I feel like I most prominently think of us listening to that song.
Now,
if
it came on and I was alone, heck no. Skipping that every single time. If you don't know, Congratulations, about 2 weeks before my friend Kyle passed away, he told me my walk-up song for this wiffle ball season is Congratulations. So when he passed away, it became like the rally song, and that instrumental is what really does it for me. Like, take the words off of Congratulations, just listen to the instrumental. It is the saddest, but not even sad, just like
emotional.
just emotional, instrumental.
I also
It's
think
crazy.
part of that is because it was used as the background for a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, I edited a lot. I spent a lot of hours of my life editing videos, specifically tribute videos for Kyle, and it was always that song.
Yeah.
And yeah, it always makes me think back to that. So I don't listen to it. And the worst is whenever I'm at an event or something, and then it comes on, and I'm just like, can't escape this.
Yeah.
Or at a basketball game. That happens a lot. Basketball games, football games. It comes on, and I'm just like, let me just...
Don't they know?
Yeah. Can you skip this, please? Like, let me just zone out for the next 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But,
do you have any other songs that you like, this song is very specifically with this person?
Okay. What is their names? It's this band, Coldplay. That's them.
Okay.
I can't listen to any Coldplay just because when it comes on, I think back to when I was a kid. And we were talking about change with Jason McKenna. I think that was last week. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Last week talking about change, and I kind of talked about how growing up I'd get sad thinking about how we're getting older and we can never go back. I've gotten past that, but for whatever reason, if Coldplay comes on, it takes me back to when I was a kid, and I I just can't. And like any Coldplay song, just hearing their voice, I'm just like.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you know the one where it's like na 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 na.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I cannot listen to that song. Man. Yeah, don't even sing it. I want that song out of my head.
I'm gonna sound just like them. I also think probably the most obvious, like if I was just asked this question on the street, it would be Tenerife Sea by Ed Sheeran, associate with McKenna, because it was our first dance song.
Yeah.
And so like we spent a lot of time listening to that because we choreographed the first dance as well. Mm-hmm. And just obviously the first dance at like the best day of my life is gonna mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
So that's the easiest one. But then there's also what's it called? It's I think Tim McGraw song talking about the son looking up to his dad. Oh, what's that called?
I don't know that one.
Do you know the one? Do you not know what I'm talking about?
If it came on, I'd probably know it. But I don't.
And
know
he talks
it right
about 4-year-old said a 4-letter word started with S.
Yeah, I don't know it. I actually don't think I know that one.
Oh, now I'm just thinking of the song, but it's talking about, it's basically, he's singing about how his son keeps looking up to him, and the son keeps saying like, I want to be just like you.
Yeah.
And that was like me and my dad's song, as well as just a song that like I looked up to my dad. So even outside of my dad liking it, it meant a lot. So I associate that one with my dad.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I have a song like that. It's me and Macy's wedding song called Amsterdam. I don't think anyone's ever used this as their wedding song before. It's not really even about a wedding. I don't even know what it's about, but I just remember we were sitting in Maryville at A&G. It's this restaurant up there.
Sweet potato fries.
Yes.
That's the only thing I know about it.
Yeah, it's fire. It's like the best restaurant in Maryville. We were sitting there. It was our first time there, and that song came on, and I don't know what it was, but that, you know, that feeling when you first meet, like when you first met McKenna, or for me, it was when I first met Macy. It was like just the most cloud nine time of my life. We're sitting there in Maryville. This song comes on, and dude, every time I hear it, it just takes me back to that moment. Same for her. And so we were like, we're making that our wedding song. That's our song at the end of the day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just, I don't even know what it's talking about really, but whatever it's talking about, it don't matter. The sounds just bring me back.
Yeah.
But
and then I associate any songs from the musicals I did in high school will whip me back to high school theater quick in a good way.
Could
like
see that.
I think very strongly of, and like clearly it does. Like every time I was listening to that, I was there. But
Yeah.
I had a really good time with me. I still listen, like I said earlier, I listen to musical songs more than anything else.
yeah,
But ones for the shows I did in high school, I go back to and I go, oh, am I in the theater? And I feel like I'm
that's
back there.
awesome. Dude, that's cool. I want to hear some of this musical stuff. I don't think I've really heard much musical music, if that makes sense. That doesn't even sound right. You know the song T-Shirt by Migos? Mama told me. Do you know that song?
Yeah.
That song, when I was playing a tennis match at Lee's Summit North, came on. I don't know if you remember this, but it was just blaring because the soccer stadium's right there. Maybe it was Lee's Summit High School. We were playing them, and I was down like 0-3, and that song T-Shirt came on, and it was making the opponent I was playing so mad because he was one of those guys like, I need to be quiet.
Yeah.
And this music is just blaring. I came back and made it like 5-3, and then the music turned off, and he beat me 7-5.
That's crazy.
I had a huge rally and then fell apart.
I was trying to find the song, and I can't.
Damn.
And that's really going to know me because I know all the words.
Yeah.
And if I sat here and did really bad podcasting, I could sing through it and get to the part where it says it. That wouldn't be very good.
Do you ever have a song that just at one season of your life you just love it? It means so much to you. You listen to it all the time, and then like that season of life ends, and you try to listen to it again, and you're just like, yeah, it doesn't have that same effect
I
anymore.
have a really bad problem where I don't find new music very often or very well. Like
Yeah, me
McKenna
either.
will expose me to new songs, but that like people have to show it to me.
Yeah.
So I feel that way about a lot of my playlist at different times. Not necessarily like a 2-month span.
Yeah.
But like my playlist now has been like the playlist I've been using for like 2 or 3 years. And I hit shuffle and I'm just sitting there going, not this one, not this one, not this. And I'm skipping like 6 of every 8 songs. Like
Yeah.
I'm just skipping. So I feel that way in general about it because I'm just getting tired of hearing the same music.
Yeah. I'll think of a song that I like that I'm kind of over, and I'll click on it. I'll just look it up on Spotify, click on it, and then skip it, because then it starts sending you random songs you didn't look up, and I find some gems every once in a while. Do you ever do that?
No, but that's a good idea.
I do
I've
that
started
all
using
the
the
time.
DJX a little bit more on Spotify.
I don't know what that is.
It's a like an AI DJ where it'll put music and it'll be like, oh, you're like, for me all the time it'll be like, oh, you look like you're feeling show tunes, and it'll do like 2 musicals I know and then throw in another one that I don't. And I'll give it a try, and sometimes I hate it, but sometimes like I like it.
Yeah.
Finding new musicals is about the only way I got on my way to find new music. Like I've recently really been discovering Hadestown. Part of it is they came out with a pro shot of it in theaters a few weeks ago, so that made it more popular. But me and McKenna went and watched it at Starlight Theater earlier this year, and so like that's how I find it.
Nice.
But that's it. I gotta show you. That's a lot of pressure, but I'm gonna find you a musical song.
Send me it, dude. I'll actually bump it.
I gotta choose one. Ooh, that's tough.
Or choose like 5. I'll listen to it tomorrow when I'm doing stuff.
I'll choose a few.
Dude, okay, I just want to clear something up since we're talking about music. Do you ever see on our stories or on our post, I use the song Miami? It's like some old country song.
Honestly, I don't like when songs are over post on Instagram. I don't listen.
You don't really pay well, so some people are like, why do you always put that song on stuff? Here's the backstory. We're in Dallas trying to find parking. The events in Dallas are literally in the downtown area, and sometimes it's a nightmare to get parked. So we're just circling the downtown area, and for whatever reason, that song is on replay, but we're so sporadic just trying to figure out how to get parked that we just let it keep running. Miami, like just on replay. Probably 7 times in a row.
That's funny.
And then we get parked, and then we all were walking all the merch down to the event, and we're all singing Miami. And then it just kind of became our song from like March to Downtown Days is when it really peaked. We played it at Downtown Days probably 25 times. I put it on a post, and then now it's a thing of the past. It was kind of like what I was saying earlier. It was great for the season. Now that it's past,
so tired of it.
Yeah, I'll listen to it, and I'll listen to the first 30 seconds and be like, oh, that was a good time. I can't listen. I gotta skip this.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that's why if you saw that song all over our page for like a 2-month span, that's the backstory. We were literally in Dallas trying to get parked, and we just let it kept going. No one realized it though. Yeah. When we finally got parked, we were like,
it like clicked because you were all focused.
The song's been on for 20 minutes.
That's funny.
Yeah, dude, that was. Oh man. I think this was good.
Yeah, I was just saying, I feel like that's a good place to end it. That's a fun story. Reminder, comment of the week. Please comment. Please interact. Talk about the Mount Rushmore. Talk about your thoughts of music. Make this a conversation.
And the code is staying. Actually, the code is going back to WILIWL 26 because
that's what it was on the news.
Exactly.
I saw that. And I go, Foster's got to change it.
I changed it immediately.
Yeah.
So if you tried to use 25 as of yesterday, as of Monday of this week, sorry, guys.
And next week, Foster won't be on. So,
yeah.
If you're a big fan of him, it's an auto skip. If you're trudging along despite him being here, next week's the episode for you. So
there we go.
No clue what we're going to talk about. Macy also might be on. I know I told her at one point because this one and there's one in September. It'll be me and Carson.
Yeah.
Macy might join for one of those. I don't know yet. But
well, I'll tell you this: next time I'm on the podcast, I will not get 3 hours of sleep the night before.
Yeah.
I feel like I did good, but
I still feel like this is a really fun episode.
I thought it was.
I had a really good time.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening, and I'll see you on next week's episode of the Underwater FlyZone podcast.
Love you guys.